Good morning. It's November 2nd, 2018. It's 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners are here, and I ask if you rise for a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Also, keep our thoughts and prayers in Andrew Price, who ran for county commissioner, was in a bad car accident. Let's hope he's okay. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. This is going to be a very exciting day. You will find out. At this time, we have consents and approvals from the county administrator. I'm very excited.
I can tell. We have 3 exonerations for $2,137.02. We have minutes for October 10th, 17th, 24th, 31st, November 7th, and 14th, and the Board of Assessment Appeals for October 29th. Vouchers for General County Fund, $11,537.59. Coal Severance, $188.26. 911, $1,335.17. Chestnut Ridge Park, $765. Camp Muffley, $764.72. Mason-Dixon Parks, $15. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $11,600.11. 911, $134.33. Home confignment, $856.29. Chestnut Ridge Park, $160.95. Camp Muffley, $373.33. Mason-Dixon Park, $35.53, for a voucher total of $27,701.93. We have position vacancies for boards and authorities: the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, the Mon County Planning Commission, the Mon County Development Authority, the Mon County Building Commission, Camp Muffley, and Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Boards, and fiduciary orders for November 28th, 2018.
Move for approval. Second.
Been properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Do we have any introduction of any new employees or personnel changes?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Seeing them, we're now getting to the exciting part. Comments from the public. Is there someone who'd like to speak first? If you could come up to the microphone, state your name, your address, and we'd love to hear from you. Sure. Thank you. Ooh.
Thank you. My name is Christy Stallard. I'm the Vice President of the Stortstown Community Council. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm here simply for a progress report and a thank you. Last year, we had some trouble with our community center's roof. We came in about September. The County Commission was generous. We received a grant and a loan with some pretty awesome terms to get that roof replaced before winter. Our community stepped up. We were able to get donations and get the roof put on. It's been on 54 weeks. Lots of excitement in the community. And then we were able to pay that loan just before February of this year. So that was super, super exciting. And I just wanted to come in and say thank you on behalf of the Stortstown residents. We are seeing, the new roof kind of sparked a little bit of excitement in the community center. We are doing lots of activities.
Great.
One of the things that we are currently working on, I just presented you the Stortstown Story, which is a book that was written back in the 70s for the 200th birthday. And upon talking, working on getting the roof replaced and meeting, we discovered that we are just shy of our 250th birthday. That is our Sester Centennial. And my mother's generation were teenagers that wrote the book, and they're excited to compile some history and more information for the past 50 years. So that is something that we're working on, and we're seeing a lot more energy and a lot more volunteers in the community. I do have to have a shout out for the Sheriff's Department. We have re-established our neighborhood watch. The Sheriff's Department's been pretty active in guiding us through that process, and we've done safety meetings. Lots of wonderful things happening at the building. and we have to say thank you for that. It was definitely a lot more fun focusing on the new activities than it was to wonder how we were going to get that roof put on. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for that positive report. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll suspend the rules. So
Thank you. The reason I'd like to speak is so that you're aware, when 4-H had a great influence in that area, and Mr. Muffley, to his credit, had the various, at that time, aptly named Farm Women's Club of the areas write histories of their club and their community. And I do believe, if you would consult me when you're doing this writing, I do believe I have one these date into the 20s, okay?
Absolutely.
So if
We
you
would love to
consult
get that
with me,
information.
I will be happy to provide you with that information.
Oh, thank you for that. We would absolutely. We were finding all kinds of neat and wonderful stories. We know we have 4 of the Mason-Dixon markers in the area, so we're trudging through fields looking for those. Just lots of wonderful information in those books.
thank you.
No, and thank you. We, as a lot of people know, we're just not a bank. We just don't hand out money, and we like to work with organizations, especially all of our community organizations, to have some skin in the game. So it took a lot of effort on your guys' part to rally the troops and to make this happen. So I'm happy that we can help, but thank you, and thank your
Thank you.
organization for
It's a very
for doing
strong
your part.
community.
Yes.
It's a very strong community, and when the roofers had started tearing the roof off, we got calls. What's going on? I think the biggest fear is the building was on fire. And when we said what you had done for us, our residents and our former residents really dug in deep for the donations. Our churches were a large supporter in that as well.
Good.
When the weather clears up, maybe you could invite the 3 of us out there, maybe doing an activity so we could come out and see.
Okay,
We would love to.
we would love to have you.
Okay.
We would love to have you.
Let's wait till the weather clears up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there someone else who would like to speak? All right.
Good morning.
Oh, the book, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, the book.
You don't get to keep the book.
Yeah, if you
morning.
could say both your names.
Yeah.
and-
I'm
yes.
David Goldberg. I'm President and CEO of Mon Health System.
And I'm Albert Wright. I'm the President and CEO of the West Virginia University Health System.
We're here today to share some exciting news with the commissioners and the community at large. For the last few months, Albert, myself, and our chairs, Dr. Gee and Ron Stovash, have been working in earnest to find ways to collaborate. And one of the areas that we want to announce today is that we have agreed to put, as always, patient in the center of what we do. And one of the great things that both of us do with other agencies is provide great EMS services here in the community. Mon has been doing it for decades, and we're thrilled that Health Team has been part of that with us of late. And effective immediately, we have signed a letter of intent to bring Health Team and Mon EMS together to form one comprehensive EMS system to be able to cover our communities, be consistent in how our teams approach patient care, how we bring access and timeliness across the community. Our boards will take that letter of intent, will ratify it into a formal contract. We'll bring everyone together. The CAD system, all the great work that's been done today will just be, we think, enhanced with the great care and processes that the county, working with you all on this and these kind of agreements, staff, and then our EMS staffs, we're going to continue to be able to grow and provide broader access. We think this is a way that we can be better utilizers of the resources, make sure that we have the people in the right place at the right time. All the locations that are in place today will remain. That's our intent, and we'll probably look at identify other areas as need arises to potentially expand together. All the assets of Health Team will come into this new consolidated organization. We're going to set up a governing board that Albert and I will sit on with members of our 2 organizations, as well as some community members and MECA 911 to help us facilitate oversight and consistency that's already been put in place and then bring it forward from here. We're excited to collaborate together. I'll let Albert make comments on behalf of WVU, but we're excited that this is going to actually enhance our ability, reduce some redundancy and cost, improve quality and access and timeliness to cover the community, because that's what we're here for. Albert?
Appreciate it, David. No, so I share my colleagues' enthusiasm around this. You know, we believe we're going to take the the many years of service and experience of the Mon Health System of Mon EMS, and we're going to put those assets of the health team in the additional bases. So we'll still have the main base on the Mon Health System campus, the Gateway Complex, Clay Battelle, all of the Cheat Lake, all the ones we have today. So we think this is a true win-win. I appreciate David's partnership in this. The governing board that we're going to set up, I think, established this as a long-term relationship. We're looking at this to be an effective mechanism to serve the county for years and years to come. Very thankful for your guidance and help in this process. The county commissioners, you've been great to work with in helping us figure out a solution that's a win for both organizations and for the citizens of Monongalia County. So we couldn't be any more excited and be happy to answer any questions you have.
Yeah, I'll move to suspend the rules, if that, or allow to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Who would like to speak first?
Well, I'm the longest resident here of the commissioners. I've been here all my life, and I have seen acrimony in the past, and it is heartening to see that is being put aside for the purpose. And I'm hoping that this particular occasion will then allow us to be a foundation of growing more partnerships in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
In terms of what we've been working on, again, I don't want, the public's probably real curious as to when, where, those type of things, and I know you're still working those out, but we have a estimated time frame for when this organization will be in effect?
Yeah, right now, services as they conduct themselves today are not going to change. We already have collaboration. What's going to happen between now and we hope by spring the latest is to get our letter of intent to a definitive contract, work through those terms. Our boards need to approve those contracts. We can only go so far, but we have 100% support from our boards and our chairs. Just finalize that. But in the meantime, everyone will be on the CAD system. Everyone will be able to respond immediately to patient need, timely need, immediate need based on the call and location. That's all going to proceed. We're thrilled Health Team comes on December 1. It marries that together, and then we're able to then move forward to make sure systems work, and then by the spring, we'll be totally aligned in this new structure.
To add to that, Commissioner Sikora, so leaders from Mon Health and Health Team are now working together. They're going to start to work together immediately. So even though it might not be finalized to the spring, you're going to start to see even better collaboration now. The new company will be Mon EMS, and that's what we will brand as. So it will be under the Mon EMS business structure. It will be co-owned and managed by WVU Medicine, WVU Hospitals, and the Mon Health System. And we'll actually co-brand those ambulances as Mon EMS, but they'll have both healthcare organizations' logos on there.
And the reason I asked that question, again, because we're not taking the foot off the pedal in regards to what we have already been working on.
Correct.
Right.
And I even as of last week, we had the commitment with December 1 with the Health Team assets being on the CAD system, and ultimately that leading to the closest available call being called, and that's if it's even occurring now to some extent, it will be that's our goal, is to keep that moving forward, and we're not waiting for this grand thing.
Oh, absolutely
We're still
not.
worried about patient care now.
We're at a level of comfort with this transaction that, even though we still have to get the, finalization of the documents and the board approvals, we're comfortable it's going to move forward, and all of the previous plans on the zones, the CAD system all stay in place, and this should only enhance that collaboration.
As you can tell, I'm not a real good poker face, so I've been very, very excited about this. First of all, I can't say enough about both organizations, that we've thrown things behind us, and what we're doing is looking out for the best interests of the citizens of Monongalia County. And for what you're doing, this is just groundbreaking, and we look forward to doing other things along these lines. Two issues I just want to clarify so the public understands when you say the CAD system, meaning the first question is, it's the closest one through Mecca. So I want everyone to understand CAD, basically, that's what we're doing. And the second thing is, people have asked, well, about the contract, and what we will be doing is coming up with something before December 27th, is it, to modify it so we have more time to work out the particulars.
Right.
So we're going to follow the rules and the regulations, but what we're going to do is provide so much better service because both are working together as one. And again, I can't say enough, the leadership the two of you have offered, and I mean, the 3 county commissioners, we're just ecstatic. This is something that we wish we could do in other areas, but we want to thank you and looking forward to working with you for the next numerous years.
And we appreciate your leadership and partnership in this.
Thank you.
I think also it should be noted that this also will include Star City Inn, our volunteer firemen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're not leaving anybody in the
No.
lurch here.
No.
They're a integral part of these agreements because they're a response team as well.
And if I may add to that, Commissioner,
Yeah.
one of the things we talked about is those who don't have access to the financial means to be able to be on the same system, we've pledged to work with you to help those who can meet the quality standards that can be
Yes.
on the system, so anyone that needs to respond, the closest gets there, and that we make sure we work as a unified front to make sure the community comes first.
And I do also want to do a shout out to the 2 attorneys because they listened to what we had requested. They made it very easy and they made it very simple for us to move forward on. So I want to thank you very much for that.
Thank
This
you.
is a great day to be a resident in Monongalia County.
Thank you.
And lastly, I do thank both organizations. You've been wonderful to work with. You know, Mon EMS has been providing this support for the last 40 years or so, and it had a great relationship with the county, and I'm happy to build on that and see this going forward. For people that may be cynical, you guys may want to point out that the example of HealthWorks and how
Right.
this currently
Yeah.
works, I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point, Commissioner. One of the things that we shared was, you know, Mon Health System and WV Medicine have co-owned HealthWorks for many, many years, and we're actually using that as a roadmap for this relationship, where the 2 organizations own the HealthWorks entity and all of the satellite facilities around. The president, the leader of HealthWorks, reports to that board that is jointly made up of members of WV Medicine and Mon Health System. And so we've seen this work in the past, and this is the roadmap we're going to use for this relationship.
And if I
as
can
well.
add, and Albert can attest to this longer than me, we're also partners with the Health South facility. So it isn't like we don't have other partnerships that we work collaboratively to put patients first. That's 2 great examples, how we have independent leaders working with us, providing care. And to your point a moment ago, there's lots of other opportunities for us to explore that we're discussing.
And we're going to be more intentional in making it known that the 2 organizations are working
Good.
together on things like this. I think that sends a positive message in the community.
And again, one more further commitment to make sure that we're and we've talked about this previously. When I was talking about the zones, we said that there'd be a commitment that each zone would have 24/7 presence for whenever a call would occur. So again, we're committing to that.
Yes.
Committing to the closest available gets called. You're removing the what may have at times been adversarial relationship because you have different companies. And different companies, you work for a company, you fight for a company. So that's understandable, but you won't have that because they'll all be on the same team.
Right.
We believe our incentives are now aligned.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is a great opportunity, the best practice that both organizations bring together, train everyone up to the same level, look, feel, act, deliver the same level of care, be responsive at the same way. It's going to be a win-win for the patients all the way around.
Well, I'm encouraged and I'm happy to, I'm pleased. I have less of a poker face than Tom. I'm the show me the numbers type guys, and we're talking about metrics that we're going to be looking at. But I'm encouraged, and I appreciate the patience on the citizens' part.
Yes.
Because this has been something that, again, you just don't change overnight. You make sure. I appreciate all the work that Dave Custer's done in the past. Again, Dave is a
Remarkable man.
Yes, he's done a lot of good work to get you to the point where you're at. I appreciate Clinton, your support in coming into the area and being part of this, and I'm looking forward to working together.
And if I may add one other kudo, I think Mecca 911, Jimmy and the team deserve kudos because they continue to put the patient in the center of what we do, coordinate the teams, the resources to make sure that our patients and the community is guarded and taken care of. So we're excited to work with him in this. We're ongoing relationship with you on everything we do. And Albert and I are excited, as you can tell, and we're looking forward to putting this into action very soon.
Well, we appreciate you coming here, and I know this is a great holiday present for the citizens of Monongalia County. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
I'm sure the media will probably want to talk with you, but we won't be much longer, I think. Okay, is there anyone else? Oh, hi. It was a surprise. Good. How you doing today?
My name is Kara Brown. I live at 4210 Persimmon Woods Drive. I just have to say that I honestly am about to cry over the agreement. I was born and raised in Mon County. I was gone for 4 years to college. My grandfather, I was reading the book, the Mon General book last night. My grandfather, with the county commissioners, he was one of the first leaders of Mon General Hospital. He helped incorporate Mon General Hospital. And he was the head of the board from its founding in 1943 until his death in 1971. But I was born at Mon General. Both my children were born at Mon General, very intentionally. And WVU employed my father for 24 years, and not as a physician, let me clarify that. That would have been real bad. But I have a huge heart for both. And to see, when I was reading through things last night, to see these organizations come together, as should always be the intent for the betterment of the patient, I can't thank David Goldberg, Albert Wright, all three of you, Ed Hawkins, Tom Bloom, Sean Sikora, Dave Custer, Jim Smith, and Clinton Burley. I am so excited, and I can't wait to go home and send a message out to our homeowners association to let them know that this issue that we have been concerned about is being resolved. And I think it's amazing, and I think it's for the best of the county. And I'm so thankful for the work that you all have done and for the collaboration of the two, because I think that that is truly, when I was reading this last night, there was some dissension when they were first forming these from the university hospital is what it was called, and Mon General. And there was some dissension then on the health sciences, the head of the health sciences, because he thought that we didn't need a second hospital when Mon General was formed in '43. And the interesting thing was that back then they even said, these are two separate entities. They have separate, they can collaborate and they can work together and they can also serve different purposes. And when I was in high school, I volunteered at Mecca and saw that. And then I also I mentored the cardiologists at Mon General. And at that time, Jose Cruzavella was the one who did open heart surgery, but he did it at both hospitals. And I think that this is where we should be and we should never go back from. And I'm so, so thankful for both of you, because I think that the work that you guys have done is amazing. So thank you to the commission. Thank you to all of you from both WVU and Mon General. It's so appreciated by the community.
Thank you very much for your comments. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak? Seeing none, we will close the public portion. Colleen Kuhn, do we have no grants? Okay, we have no grants. We don't have to worry about correspondence. No. Oh, good. Everyone's on vacation. Unfinished business.
None.
We're moving quickly. New business. To consider for approval requisition number 13 for the University Town Center EODD Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bond since 2017 Administrative Expense Fund.
The request is for $1,451.25 for services provided by Municap.
Move for approval?
Second.
Properly moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we now have any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay, great. We're going to reports from elected officials. Oh, I thought you moved, so I thought you were coming down. Okay. Okay, seeing none. Sean, I think it's your time. Reports from County Commission.
I'll be quick because obviously with Thanksgiving holiday, it was a short week. Monday, of course, we had a meeting with both of the hospitals, which, as you can see, I think was very productive. Yesterday, we had the extension building meeting, and we're moving along. Absent the snow, we're actually going to have some concrete poured today, but it will get moved because I guess we got some milder weather coming after today. So,
Yeah.
but we're moving along. We're hoping to have start being able to see vertical development within the next 2 weeks. This morning I had our IT progress meeting as well as our website stand-up meeting, and both of those projects are moving forward very well, and I can update you on the business section. And then later today and the rest of the week we have county commissioner training, so that's pretty much takes up the rest of our week. Again, I'd like to thank WVU Hospitals and Mon Health Systems, Dave Custer, Clinton. Again, I'm real eager to see this thing move forward and and be a part of it. And again, as I said earlier, I appreciate the patience of our citizens and having faith that we would do what's right for all the citizens of the county. And make sure that we put all other factors aside. So that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
I do hope that everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Saturday, it was my privilege to represent County Commission at the ribbon cutting at 238 I. That is the former magistrate building, which now, through the County Development Authority, is beginning to, matter of fact, I think they have the entire first floor all taken with business incubators, and looking forward to the second floor. So that also, then I went down to the History Museum to welcome Al Anderson as we started another project, not we, but they started another project to make a recording of history. As Sean said, we did have the construction meeting yesterday, and we will be, of course, in Bridgeport through Friday. On Monday, I would like for everybody to come downtown. If you can notice on the courthouse square, you will see that the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa bush has been placed on our courthouse square. Mr. Doyle and I have had a discussion. We're going to have to straighten this tree up because it's leaning to the left, okay? Because,
Leaning Tower pizza.
yes, this will be fixed. But anyway, 5:30, I believe, is when everybody is gathering for the holiday parade. And looking ahead, on Saturday, December 15th, there'll be a breakfast with Santa. That will be at the National Guard Readiness Center. My 4-H group puts this on each year in welcoming Santa. And, of course, the annual appearance of Ed the Elf, second class. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to inform the county commissioners, we gave a commitment for 2.5 months to try and help resolve the issue when In Touch and Concern went bankrupt. We had a 2.5-hour meeting, and I just want to say the Visiting Homemakers, United Way, Logistic Care, Caritas House, Mountain Lion, and I brought in Renetta because I wanted to have a second person to make sure that I didn't do anything wrong. We met, we're trying to finalize the details. Well, I will have a report for you next week because we believe there's some things that are still trying to be worked out. But I can guarantee that I made a commitment that I wouldn't ask for any more money. And that was why I wanted Renetta there, to make sure that I stayed with that commitment. But again, this is just an exciting day for the 3 county commissioners. All 3 of us continue to talk about cooperation and partnerships. And I know we took a beating for a couple months in the paper and by individuals who did not know what was going on behind the scenes. And I can't say enough about WVU's leadership and Mon General's leadership to come forward, and I'm just real excited about looking forward to this. I think this is just an amazing holiday present for everyone. So with that, do we have any?
Second?
Okay, we be gone. Thank you.